The relationship with yourself is the most important relationship in your life. You have to live with you for the rest of your life. Why isn't it taught? Why are we not brainwashed and punched in the face and gone, hey, have your own back. You're important. Take care of you. If you take care of you, you can take care of other people. If you show up for yourself, then you can show up for other people because you're the best. And when you're the best, you give the best. Come on, man. I'm Luke, and you're listening to the Luke Mind Power Podcast. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode on the Luke Mind Power Podcast. It's a blessing to be here with you. I hope you're doing amazing. We're getting closer and closer to Christmas. We're also getting closer and closer to the January the 4th Unlock Your Greatness live conference in Sydney. I'm getting pumped and I can't freaking wait. It's going to be phenomenal. If you want your tickets, click the link in the description below. Make sure you get your tickets because they are selling very quickly. But most importantly, remember that live stream tickets are also available. If you're not able to come in person, get your tickets. Click the link in the description below, okay? Get your live stream virtual access tickets, okay? Because this event is going to change your life and it's going to set you up to win. 2024, it's going to be a freaking amazing year, but it's only going to be an amazing year if you make it an amazing year. If you show up, if you take action, if you really change a few kind of areas or people or environments or things that are not working for you this year. So I think that's a really powerful way to start this episode, is to kind of just think about what are some of the things, because we're very close to Christmas, what are some of the things that you know that you have to adjust? You know, like a DJ panel where you have all the audio sounds and all this stuff. It's like, okay, we need to change this person out of my life, or we need to change this job, or we need to change this food that we're eating, or we need to change the routine, like sleep schedule, like what your environment, where you're living, like the car that you're driving. I don't know, like there's things that the clothes you're wearing, the way you take care of your home, like how you don't make your bed, or how you don't clean up after yourself, or how you don't do a gratitude journal. Like all these things need to be adjusted in order for you to prosper, in order for you to change, in order for you to get onto the next level. So I think that's a really powerful question for you to ask and ponder on right now. And if you're watching this, write your answers in the comments section on YouTube, okay? And let us know, what are some of the things that you need to get rid of? Like, take a moment and think about that right now. What are some of the things you need to change? What are some adjustments that you need to make right now that you know are going to be very beneficial for you in 2024? That if you do change this, or if you do remove this, because I know that we're in our own way. I know that a lot of us are, you know, we don't even know that we're in our own way. Some of us are really sleeping. That's why I always remind you that you're listening to the Luke Mind Power Podcast for the purpose of waking up to your greatness. You would only come to the Luke Mind Power events, Unlock Your Greatness, live in Sydney on the 4th of January. And for everyone who's in the US, it will be the 3rd of January. So you'll see it if you click on the link in the description below. But I say 4th of January because I'm in Australia and we're in the future. So we're always ahead of everybody else. Okay. I'm sharing that with you guys is because, you know, that's the purpose of what I do. It's who I am. I'm here to wake you up to your greatness. I'm here to remind you of the powerful, extraordinary person that you are. You know, it's something that I never did for myself. It's something that I never gave to myself. You know, I never gave myself positive feedback. I never had my own back. I never had a relationship with myself. You know, a friend of mine was talking to me and sent me a message and asked me, you know, I might have an opportunity or spot for you to come and speak on stage. And he said, let me know what you'll talk about. And I go, man, I'll talk about the relationship with yourself. I said, the relationship with yourself is the most important relationship in your life. You have to live with you for the rest of your life. And it's like something that no one's ever taught us. It's like, why isn't it taught? Why are we not fucking brainwashed and punched in the face and gone, hey, have your own fucking back? You know, you're important. Why is that not like normal? Why is it not normal to go, hey, take care of you. If you take care of you, you can take care of other people. If you show up for yourself, then you can show up for other people because you're the fucking best. And when you're the best, you give the best. And when you give the best, people receive your energy and they fucking feel it. And it's powerful and it's amazing. It's not fucking draining energy or depleting energy. It's not shit energy. It's fucking amazing energy because you take care of yourself. Come on, man. You feel me? Right? You give to yourself so much that then you have so much to give to others. You take care of yourself so much, then you have so much to give to others. If you don't give to yourself, how can you give to others? You're just draining yourself. And some of us are in codependent trauma bonds, right? That we just giving and giving and giving because we have no self-worth, no self-value. We need validation from the external world. That's why we give. let me go and do this for that person, and then I'll feel recognized. And let me do this for this, and let me go and do this, and let me buy this for this person, and let me go and give my help to this person, because then I'm going to feel valued. What I'm trying to say, and a lot of us are doing that, people pleasing, because we don't value ourselves, because we don't have that healthy, loving relationship and confidence within ourselves. So then we give away our time, we give away our energy, and we think that that is going to get us that feeling that we want of feeling enough and being attached to something else. You know, you giving of your energy makes you feel like you are enough, like you're important. One of the reasons why I was distributing, not selling, just distributing, but there was a exchange of energy, of money for sure. But when I was, in the cocaine phase of my life, and I was using Coke a lot, that was something that gave me something that I needed in my life. So I'd be like, hey, Luke, have you got some? I'd be like, yeah, man, come over. And so what did that do for me? Did it fuel my ego? Oh, yeah. It gave me status, right? It made me feel like I was somebody. It made me feel like I was important, because people would call me and say, hey, Luke, have you got any? I'll be like, yeah, man, come over. Or I'll come and drop it at your place. What did that do for me? It gave me status. It made me feel important, right? Without doing that, I didn't feel important. I didn't feel like I was enough. I wasn't getting enough attention from people. You hear what I'm saying? So how do we embody confidence and this feeling of self-worthiness? That's the challenge. So then, in order for us to do that, what we people please, we overexert ourselves, we overgive ourselves to people, to circumstances, to situations. We say yes when we should say no, just to keep the peace, just to make other people happy. It's about other people's happiness, isn't it? But then when we do that, we're also fueling ourselves as well, because we're like, well, I helped someone else, so that means I'm a good person. That means I'm worthy. And so that's something very important to pay attention to, because when you're giving of yourself all the time, but you're not taking care of yourself, and you're doing it for the unconscious reason of knowing and unknowing, unconscious, that you're codependent, because you're dependent on something outside of yourself to validate who you are, because you're attaching yourself to something else. You need something else to make you feel like you're enough. This is very important to pay attention to, because the truth is, you as an independent being don't need nothing to be enough. You are enough just the way you are. But because of, where does it come from? Childhood, how we were parented, because of the lack of love from our parents or friends or siblings, the lack of attention, the lack of nurturing, the lack of communication, being told to be quiet all the time, speak when you're spoken to, shut your mouth. No one asked you to talk. So we've been closed in this box, quiet, don't talk, right? We haven't been loved enough. We haven't been supported enough, so we feel insecure, right? So now we're acting upon needing some sort of external validation, needing some sort of external energy to come into our lives to make us feel like we are worthy, like we are enough, like we are good enough. I did this for this person. They said thank you. Oh, wow. So because they said thank you and, oh, you're such a good person, that makes you feel like you're good enough. That gives you this external validation from somewhere else, not from yourself, from somewhere else, to remind you that you are good enough, that you're enough. And this is why, like, researching yourself, this is why, and what I did before I created my 20-week Superpower Mastermind program, I did a lot of research on myself, because I needed to heal. Before I could help anyone as a coach, as a motivational speaker, as the person that I am, I had to heal first. I'm still working on healing. I still heal all the time, right? But I'm talking like the major shit, my emotional trauma, my own insecurities, right? My fears, my doubts, the lack of confidence in myself. I had to understand my own triggers and understand the way that my body functions, the way that my mind works, why I was the way that I was for so many years. So I had to do a lot of work on myself. And one of the major keys to my success and transformation was understanding my childhood, is the reflection, self-reflection, taking the time to research yourself. Fuck everything else. Invest in yourself. Research the shit out of yourself so that you understand who you are and why you do what you do. Always focusing on all this outside shit, not realizing that it's here where you will find all your answers. And here is where you will find your freedom. Here is where you will find your peace. And in doing so, as you evolve, you create peace of mind because you heal from the constant mental chatter and the processing of thoughts from the past that will not go away until you process them and heal and address them and bring light to the darkness that you're hiding, that you're running away from, that you're ruminating and overthinking on over and over and over again. Hence why your reality doesn't change, as I've mentioned previously on many podcasts, that you become what you think about. And if you keep thinking and ruminating and overthinking about the trauma in the past of what you experience, you keep reality the same as what it is. Nothing changes if you don't change the way you think. And if you keep thinking the same, you be the same. So your reflection on your past and who you were and what you went through is crucial to your transformation and transcendence. You can't go any higher if you keep thinking the same, on the same vibrational frequency of what happened 15 years ago. That's why I said in one of my episodes, I think it was 151, that you are a child living in an adult body. You are a child. Many of us haven't even grown up yet. We're adults. The body is big. Body has grown. But the emotions, the mind, emotional intelligence isn't there. Confidence isn't there. Your power, your greatness isn't there because you're still a fucking kid. You're a 39-year-old, 47-year-old, 55-year-old, 67-year-old, 75-year-old, still fucking a child. You're still a child. You're an adult, grown adult, but you're still a child because you haven't taken the time to heal, because you're living in fear and doubt and trauma and insecurities and pain that you've never given light to, never addressed it, never taken the time to reflect upon it, never given the light to the past to go, yeah, because what does ignorant do? Ignorance is bliss, which means it's comfortable. So we can be ignorant by going, oh, just leave it. It's in the past. Don't worry about it. You know, it's in the past. It's in your fucking head. That's where it is. It's in the past. It's in the past. Just let it go. It's in your fucking head. You're holding on to it in your body if you don't release it and heal from it and take action on it and give some fucking love to it. You want to heal, but you can't give any love to the darkness. Love conquers all, ladies and gentlemen. Understand what I'm trying to tell you. When you learn to love yourself properly and you fucking fight for it, you will heal. But as long as you don't address it, man, you keep living like a child and you think that life is just, you know, you're not realizing that you're fucking hurt. And for some of you, you can be listening to this just going, what is he talking about? This guy's lost the plot. You know, this dude, like, what is Luke like? Is he like weird or crazy or something? I'm like, yeah, man. It's not me. I'm just a messenger. I didn't even know I was going to talk about this today. You know, this is the Holy Spirit working through me. I'm just showing up and I just said, yes, I'm going to record another podcast and it's flowing. I don't know if you're receiving the message. My purpose is to wake you up to your greatness, to help you live your dreams, not your fears, so you overcome the shit. But unfortunately, many of us have so much damage and so much evil and so much dark energy within us that it's fucking hard. It's a struggle. It's not easy. It's almost like you put a step forward, you get punched back 10 steps, and you feel like every time I get up, I get knocked down again, like that song. And sometimes that's what happens. You want change and you try to get up and you fucking get punched to the floor. But let me tell you, man, sometimes you need to be punched to the floor 50 times and you need to get up every single fucking time. Because every time you get up, you get stronger. Every time you don't give up, you get more powerful. As Les Brown says, if you can look up, you can get up. You got that power in you. You got comeback power. You didn't come this far just to get this far. Yeah, you may not be where you want to be. You're fucking so far away from where you used to be, and you should be fucking proud of that shit, man. Because I know it's not easy. I know it's hard. But when it's fucking hard, that's where your greatness comes from. No one ever fucking made a statue of a critic. They made a statue of someone who was fucking great, of someone who was extraordinary, someone who was crazy enough to say, I'm going to fucking change the world. And people will call you crazy. People will judge you for speaking your truth. People will judge you for doing not what's normal. Yes, they fucking will. Get used to it. Get used to not being fucking normal. Get used to doing what's not normal. Get used to being your true authentic self, because that's not normal. What's normal is trying to fucking fit in with everybody else, trying to be like everybody else. And you're not. You're better than that. You have a greater purpose. There's more from you that you don't even know about yet. But all that you need to do is get the fuck up again when you fall down, when you get knocked back down. So work on yourself, man. Reflect on your childhood. Reflect on your past. Reflect on it. Love it. Love you. Give light to the darkness, man, because light conquers everything. Love conquers everything. Love is greater than fucking fear. Love is greater than fucking doubt, insecurities, all this bullshit from the past. Love is so powerful. When you build that within yourself, you become superpowered. You become unstoppable. I'm only showing up the way that I am because I have given the love to me, because I never knew I didn't have it, because I always thought that it needed to come from someone else needing to love me. And I realized one day, and I said, hang on a second, I want them to love me, but they don't want to love me, but I don't even love me. How about I learn to love me first before I get other people to fucking come into my life and love me, and then I feel good enough. So I did, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the result of what happens when you persevere, when you don't quit, when you don't give up on yourself, when you say, you know what, I'm going to give myself some of the attention, actually a lot of the attention and the love and the appreciation, the compassion, the empathy, the forgiveness. I'm going to give that to me instead of fucking focusing on everybody else. Let's see what happens. I'm just here to remind you that you have greatness within you. You have something special. And if you take the time to reflect on your life and reflect and do some fucking research on yourself and understand yourself and know who you are, you will blow the world away, because many of you are still sleeping. Many of you are just dawdling around. Oh, it's okay. You know, maybe I'll do it next week. Maybe I'll do it the week after. And that becomes fucking never. I'll do it later. Yeah, fucking later becomes never. You don't even know if tomorrow's fucking promised. Next week's promised. You don't know when your time is up, and you're just wasting it. Doesn't matter. Maybe next week. Maybe next year. Change your life by taking some action, by thinking differently. You've got the courage. Use it, because I will refrain from saying that you deserve it. Because you deserve what you go out and you fucking work your ass off for. That's what you deserve. And if you ain't willing to go out there and work your ass off and transform your life by taking action and fucking doing the work, then you don't deserve shit. Ain't shit going to change for you if you don't take action and face shit. But your happiness is achievable. Your peace is waiting for you. Your success is screaming at you every day saying, come on, man, I'm waiting. Your dreams are standing there every morning beside your bed, and they're like, hey man, are you going to get up and like follow your dreams today? Are you going to follow us today? Or are you going to keep living in fear thinking that it's not possible? Up to you. You have a choice every day. Start making the right choice. Start telling yourself that you can do it. Start being proud of how far you've come instead of what you haven't achieved yet and where you're not yet. You change your mind and you'll change your freaking life. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode on the Luke Mind Power podcast. It's a blessing to be alive. I'm really grateful to be here with you guys. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click that red subscribe button. Hopefully, you're going to join us on the 4th of January, 2024 for Unlock Your Greatness live conference in Sydney, Australia. I can't wait to see you guys. It's going to be freaking a powerful event. DJ Danilo is going to be in the house. Amazing award-winning singer as well from Australia. Kala is going to be performing as well at our VIP party. party. Make sure if you're coming in person to get your VIP tickets. The link is in the description below. It's going to be a phenomenal event. I'm going to take you through a freaking transformational workshops and different exercises to help you to grow and transform and elevate and build more confidence in yourself and self-love. There's going to be amazing people at the event as well. So remember, when you're coming, it's an investment in yourself, but you're also going to get to network and connect with like-minded people. Because it is going to be a freaking sellout. It's going to be a full house. And most importantly as well, just a quick reminder for you guys who are not going to be in Sydney or Australia at the time, don't waste time and not buy, and don't make excuses and say, I'm not in Australia, because the live stream virtual access tickets are available. So all you need to do is click the link in the description below, get your virtual access tickets. Okay, because this is the event of 2024. This is the way you want to start 2024 in style, right? You want to start it on the right foot. You want to start it with a bang. You want to start it with Luke Mindpower, DJ Danilo. We're going to be dancing. It's going to be amazing. The energy is going to be ridiculous. And if you love what you listen to on the Luke Mindpower podcast, this freaking event is going to change your life forever. And I can't wait to meet you guys and see you there. So make sure you get your tickets. The link is in the description below. Unlock your greatness, 4th of January. It'll be the 3rd of January for everyone who's in the US. And get ready, man, because this shit's about to get heavy. Guys, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please do me a huge favor. Leave me a 5-star rating and a review. If you're on Apple, use the Apple iPhone, then all you need to do is go on the app. And you got Spotify on those phones as well. But your reviews and your ratings, they mean a lot to me. They go a long way. So send me some love and leave me a 5-star rating and a review if you're on any of those platforms. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next episode. Keep pushing, keep going. I believe in you, and I'll catch you soon. Peace out. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and growth. If you're ready to grow and reach your full potential and find inner peace, send me a DM that says, I want inner peace, and I'll send you the next steps. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to. When you change your mind, you change your whole life. So don't hesitate and send that DM over to me. Myself and my team can't wait to meet you and witness your transformation in full glory. See you next week.